used to watch a lot of clouds and rainbows. And I was raised to believe that there are pots of gold at the end of each rainbow. And up to now, I believe in that. And I have seen many rainbows and have chased many rainbows in my life. Richard has summarized it into 2 sentences, but indeed, that was a long journey. It was fun, it was painful sometimes, challenging, but some of the lessons that I've learned, I will share with you, hopefully to give you some practical tips on how to go through the journey to success. First color is red. R. For me, that is rise above the ordinary. And the first ordinary that we need to challenge is ourselves. If the ordinary in us wakes up every day, go through the day, go through the week, go through the month, go through the years without a goal, we need to rise above that. And give ourselves a deadline for each goal. We cannot wish for something and not have a deadline for it. Okay. The next ordinary that we need to look outside ourselves is our colleagues in the office, the culture in our office. If the ordinary is starting a meeting late or coming in late in every meeting, it's so easy to rise above that. Just come in 5 minutes before. Yeah? You are starting to rise above the ordinary. And if you go down one level higher, if the ordinary in the office is coming to meetings unprepared, then it's a little bit harder to rise above that if we've been used to mediocrity for many years. But rising beyond mediocrity would mean extending, sometimes long hours, digging through data, converting data into information, useful ones that can help the boss make an informed decision. The other thing that we need to rise above from in meetings is going from one topic to another. If we're the ones running the meeting, resolve one topic first before proceeding to the next. Otherwise, the meeting will just go on and on and on and on, and there's no resolution to the issues. What's the next color? Orange. Oh, offer value and service. We can only be valuable to our organization if we are of service to others. And I mean service sometimes would go beyond the call of our job descriptions. I have met many people in my life, very young, who, when you ask to do something, would say, that's not in my job description. If you so love your job description that you want to not do anything but that, you might be at the risk of sticking to that job description all your life. One example, when I was a young product manager, my boss didn't know how to make PowerPoint presentations. I knew. And among the product managers, I was the master of PowerPoint presentation. And so I was making his presentations to the president. And each time I make his presentations, I was starting to learn how to do his job. He was the sales and marketing director. And so on maybe the 10th time that I made his presentation, the president actually issued a commendation on how he was raising the quality and standard of the presentations of the line managers. Of course, he was relishing on that. However, when he came back to our business unit, he issued an email to everyone, letting everyone know about that commendation and giving the internal commendation to me. He said at the end, by the way, Ace made all my presentations. He was promoted, it's not because of the presentations, but because of performance, but he was promoted about a month after that. And guess who replaced him? Me. Because I have learned how to do his job just by making his presentations. Because I was digging through data, he was letting me in on the P&L. I didn't know what P&L was. And I learned it just by him delegating the work to me. So, if you want to succeed, go out of your job description. You become valuable because you are of service to your boss. We also need to be of service to others, to our colleagues. We do not need titles to be viewed as leaders. If your colleague reaches out to you for help, I think that colleague looks at you and sees you as perfect and sees you as a leader. Grab that opportunity. Do not be threatened. Do not be threatened. Many people are so selfish to share what they know. It's either they're so selfish to share what they know or they don't know at all. But nevertheless, we expand ourselves by sharing what we know with others. What's the next letter? Yellow. Yellow. Why? Yearn for continuous learning. There's no stopping to learning. I am 50 plus years old, I'm still learning. I learn from the maids, I learn from the drivers, I learn from my bosses, I learn from my boss's bosses. We don't have to go to school to learn again. The world is a huge university for us to discover. And we learn as we talk to people. Whether colleague, subordinate, superior, superior, sub-superior, we learn. There's no end to learning. Once we think we know everything, that's the start of our backsliding. Okay, next letter please. G. G for me is give back. And give back some more. We can't contain everything that we are blessed with. Our barn should be emptied once or twice a year or every so often so that new blessings can come in. If our goal is only up to ourselves, we will be blessed only with what's enough for ourselves. If our goal, however, is to give off ourselves to others, God enlarges us and gives us resources to help others. We don't necessarily have to have a lot of money. God can give you resources through friends. Some people are not very comfortable, so I'm not comfortable declaring what you do for others, but may I? I do my own outreach programs, schools, senior citizens, mangroves, tree planting, etc. I don't necessarily use resources that are 100% mine. Friends share the burden with me, and one of them is Rebecca. I was doing some hygiene lectures, the lousing activities in schools, in public schools, and when Rebecca learned about it, she said, "Do you want me to donate computers to your students?" At first I said yes. So that's one of the threads in our friendship that binds us together. Give and give some more. Give back and give back some more. Be yourself. Be yourself. If we cannot be true to ourselves, we can't be true to anyone. We really can't be true to anyone. We need to love ourselves in order to love others as well. Some people spend their lives pretending to be someone else or trying to be someone else and then losing their identity in the process and ending up lonely. Some people pretending, when we were young, we were pretending to be rich. And when we get to a certain point, when we are truly rich, we pretend to be poor for security reasons. I mean, it's true. If you have real money, you don't brag about it for security reasons. Yeah,
It's true.
it's true. You don't even want anyone taking pictures of your home. Again, for security reasons. But when we were younger, we were pretending to be rich for insecurity reasons.
That's fun.
Okay. So next color, please. I, for indigo. I. It. It doesn't really matter where you came from. Really. Really. I have been in meetings with leaders from Asia Pacific, from Seoul, Korea, to down to India, and all the countries in between. I didn't feel any different. Been in meetings in the US, San Francisco, and all of these guys. I didn't feel any different. But that was me now. But where I came from, as a small public elementary school in a rural area in Bulacan. There were 7 of us in the family, 7 siblings. My father was the breadwinner. My mother was helping him, and every one of us helping our mother. And it's where I first learned teamwork in the family. If one of us wouldn't do our part, my mother's product will not be finished. All of my siblings were educated in high school and public schools as well. I was the only one who got a private education during high school, secondary school, but only because it was a scholarship grant. When I speak in front, some people would think, and in fact one of them is here now, who told me, I thought you were educated in the US. Well, no, the world is my university. So it doesn't matter where you came from. Really, if my life story or Rebecca's life story is any inspiration to you, really you should believe it doesn't matter where you came from. I think most of you here have received better education than I did, foundation-wise. I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't become a doctor because of financial constraints. But maybe because God is leading me to this. I became a medical rep in the pharma industry, and that's the closest that I could get to my dream of being a doctor. But now, sometimes we teach doctors how to use our product. We teach them how to use our gadgets. They ask questions. So again, for it doesn't matter where you came from. V, Roy-G-Biv. V, the last letter of the rainbow. Some people think I'm successful. I think I'm blessed. I had a vision for myself. I wanted to have a job to help my family. That was all. And God took me to many places, to many different positions. I don't know why. And I have been in a stage of rising, surviving, thriving. And I guess that to summarize my journey, we end with the letter V. That vision to victory is really a journey. There are no shortcuts. And to add to that, vision to victory is a journey that needs to be anchored on another V, which is values. Thank you very much.
Wow.